Good evening, everyone. Hi, Susan Campfield here with Susan Stampfield. Whoops. Wrong one. I'm hitting all the buttons tonight. Happy Saturday. How are you? This is Susan Campfield with Suestampfield.com. Got some kind of crazy, funky lights tonight, but it's Saturday evening. I don't usually go live on Saturday evening, but it didn't work out to go live this morning. So here I am. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, yay, people. Jennifer's here. Jean's here. Awesome. I'm so glad you're able to join me tonight. I wasn't sure since this is, like I said, not a normal time that I go live. So how's your weekend? Ended up being a beautiful day here in Minnesota, although we had a nippy start to the day. I wasn't sure what was going to happen when it was 40 some when we woke up, but it got sunny and nice. And so Bonnie B is here from Indiana. Welcome. And Sherry's here. Judy French is here. Roz, Lisa Marshall. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Tonight, we're going to make a Christmas card. Actually, I've got two different options. So I'm hoping you guys will help me make some decisions on which card and which ribbon. Doing one of my fly by the seat of my pants deals where I partially designed the card, haven't finished it, so we'll just finish it together. Raining in New York, Patricia. Okay. Well, rain is good, right? The trees will be happy. So, hey, Norma. Awesome. Oh, it's wet in BC too. Okay, awesome. Joe's here too. Yay. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. So glad that you're here. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to flip the camera around. Again, my name is Susan Campfield, Suestampfield.com. I'm going live here in YouTube and also over in my Sue Stampfield Facebook group. I see a few of you are joining from Facebook. A lot of you are here from YouTube. So thanks for tuning in. I may in the future need to adjust the Saturday morning time that I can see that one might run into some problems. So maybe Saturday night is going to be our jam. So we'll just try it out. Hey, Julie. So I'm going to flip to my desktop here and let's do some crafting, right? That's why we're here. Let's flip around. So now I'm hitting the right buttons. See, I got a big old mess here, you guys. Okay, I was just stamping away and playing. I'm like, oh, Susan, time to go live. Oh, okay. So let me show you what our tools are for the evening. So we are going to use the Time of Giving bundle. Let's take a look at that. This is the Time of Giving stamp set. Oh, dang. I was going to bring up, well, never mind. I've got a couple cards I've made with this and with the other dice we're going to use. And, I didn't bring them upstairs. So that's okay. So this is the Time of Giving stamp set. So nice. I don't want to say all occasion because it's clearly just the latter part of the year, but we've got thankful for Thanksgiving cards. I suppose thankful could be anytime. Merry and Boo. So you're covering all of your autumn and Christmas needs there. We have the Shock of Wheat, which is just, I really like that. And the Pretty Leaves and the Snowflakes. And then these can be stars or snowflakes as well. We have Christmas cheer throughout the year and season's greetings. And then the dies are so cool, you guys. Okay, I'm going to pull you away because you don't belong in here. These are the dies that come in the bundle. So there are only two that match stamps. That's this one for the leaves right there. And the wheat one has a matching die. The rest of them are what I call standalone dies. So these, I guess I could turn it around. That might be a little bit better. We have these super cute leaves, which honestly, I forgot were in the set. I'm like, oh my gosh, look how they emboss. I've got to play with those. I haven't even tried those out yet. Super cute. But these are the fun ones. So these are peek through dies. We've got the snowflakes, the Santa and his reindeer. We have the ornaments, and then we have the pumpkins and squash here. I mean, I guess they're all pumpkins. So that could be either for Thanksgiving or Halloween. So three of the big ones are Christmas. We have a bow. We have some holly leaves, a snowflake, We already talked about the leaves. And then we have this one right here, which is a moon and stars, which actually can go really well with the Santa and his reindeer. So those are the, I think they're called gift giving dies, something like that. They're part of the time of giving bundle. In fact, we can look at that because I wanted to show you, we're going to use another set of dies that partner amazingly with this set, and that is the Tailor-made Tag Dies. The Tailor-made Tag Dies, I've got this one pulled out because this is our go-to guy tonight. No, it's not actually. That's not true. It's actually the biggest one. So I can put that back where it belongs. So you've got 4 sets that have the squared off corners, and then it has 3, I guess they call them paper reinforcers. Is that what they used to call them back in the day? Reinforcers. And you can do those, of course, in a different color. And then we have these that have kind of the fancier scallop top to them, and then a circle reinforcer. And that one cuts 4. This one only cuts 3 reinforcers. This one does cut 4. And these are really, really fun because, of course, they are a layering die. So you can layer things and whatnot. But they also match super duper well with this. In fact, it even shows that in the mini catalog, and I'm stalling because I don't know where I put it. Hold on. I think I see it across the room. Yep, found it. The good news is it's already open to the page we want. So this is the Time of Giving bundle on page 61 of the mini catalog. It's the giving gifts dies. I think I said that wrong. I think I said gift giving. It's giving gifts dies. And you can see that they have used these tags to do the peek through dies right on the tag. And they also used it here with the reindeer, although that's quite dark, so it's a little hard to see. So we are going to play with that tonight. And we are going to focus on, should we do the snowflakes? Or should we do Santa and his reindeer? It's a tough call, you guys. I'm asking for opinions. So as soon as the lag time comes up, delays here, I'm hoping that some of you will have a vote for either Santa and his reindeer or the snowflakes. And then we're going to grab this largest die right here. And we don't need the rest of these right now. I'm not going to use the reinforcers on this. I've got a vote for Santa. I've got a vote for snowflakes. Oh, it's a dead heat tie. Snowflake Santa, snowflake Santa, Santa. This is hilarious, you guys. It's tied. It's like I'm so glad you're chipping in though. For every Santa, we get a snowflake. Oh, Santa might have went into the lead by 1 here. Don't worry, whichever one you voted for, I cut both of them ahead of time. So we'll be able to look and see what that looks like. Reindeer. Yeah, I think Santa is in the lead. So we're going to go Santa, but don't worry. The snowflakes are absolutely gorgeous. That's a great choice. And I cut one of those too, so we can take a look at what that will look like. So let's grab Santa. The snowflakes are going to go bye-bye for now, but don't worry, they're not far away, and we'll see them in a minute. So I'm going to put you guys, this is where we try to not lose. Susan tries to not lose things. You know how that works out for me, right? All right, so we're going to put our rug gripper down. It's the person on here that recommended this in my Suestampfield group, and we were talking about helpful tools, because I love this. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that, but I so appreciate whoever it was that was that Roz, maybe? I don't remember who it was now. So Santa got another vote. All right, Santa is the winner, but no worries, because like I said, I cut both of them. So all right, what should we do first? Let's do a little embossing. Embossing, what? I know, I was going to told you all about the dies. I didn't even mention the embossing folder. So we're going to use an embossing folder. So we don't need this, and I don't need this. Those are for dies. Well, that plate I could have used, but I'm using a 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to grab my specialty 3D embossing folder plate. And I am going to use this folder, which is part of the Wintry 3D embossing folders. These, the other one is the pine branches, and it is great too. Oh, more Santa is really, really far in the lead right now. So we're going to go with Santa. So we're going to use the snowflake embossing folder out of that. Now, if you tried to order these and they were not orderable, we've had trouble keeping them in stock, but I believe they are in stock at this moment in time. So if that's been on your list, probably want to get on that and get them while they're in stock, because as you know, supplies of everything in the whole world right now, at least in our world, is a little tricky. So, all right, so I'm just lining this up. I want to get as much as I can. Get a peek at what I made earlier. Yeah, okay, that looks good to me. I'm just going to emboss part of a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. Let's get our plate on there. You guys are so patient with me while I futz around to get it just how I want it. You know, I get a little picky about stuff. And I apologize if I shake the camera a little bit. All right, so we're going to pull that around, but I'm going to leave everything in place here because we're going to do our die cutting next. All right, so there are our gorgeous, deeply embossed 3D snowflakes. So pretty. So can't miss with that, right? We already know the card's going to be gorgeous just because of those darn snowflakes. They're so pretty. All right, so now, and I like there's like a couple really big ones on there. So now we're going to get set up to do our die cutting. So I should turn this around for people that are tuning in that maybe aren't super familiar with the die cutting machine. So we got platform 1, and we need to add in a platform 2 for die cutting. So we're going to pop that on there. We're going to grab a really ugly, scarred up, beat up plate here, but it still works. So we're going to go with it, and we're going to grab our dies. Now we're going to do a couple different cuts here. So we're going to start with a white tag. Again, this is the largest size of the squared off corner tag. Hey, Mary. Jean says some people voted twice. I don't know. There was a lot of Santa votes, but you're right. I wasn't really paying attention, so that's okay. It's okay because I did them both ahead of time, so I got us covered. All right, so let's see what that looks like. So this is our largest tag. It adds some stitching around the sides, and we've got our hole there for twine or whatever to tie it on a package if we were going to do it, but we're going to make a card, of course. So I've got that. I want to cut another one. What? Yes, I'm cutting another tag, exactly the same tag. This one I'm cutting out of Designer Series paper. Anyone recognize this paper? It's a kind of a trick question because this is the side of the paper. I swear, lighting is my biggest issue. This is the other side of this paper is more instantly remindable. Joe says reminds you a little bit of Chalk Talk. Ooh, Chalk Talk. So anyone want to throw out a guess? Anyone recognize this paper? It's been a very, very popular paper. We've struggled to keep this one in stock too. It just came back in stock last week. I think it's still there. Yes, Jean has it. This is the Whimsy and Wonder paper. This is the back side of this pretty pattern. So all of the fun hologram highlights are on the other side, but we're going to use this side, which is Misty Moonlight. I might have, yeah, let's take a quick peek here. You guys, if you've watched any of my videos lately, you'll know I've been really into this paper and the sweet products. So it comes with the presents, and on the back is some Mossy Meadow holly berries with pink berries, and then the diagonal stripe with, again, another Mossy Meadow pattern. One of my favorites, the Blushing Bride pink snowflakes. You can see I don't even have quarter sheets left anymore because I've been using so much of this paper. The holly and berries, I did that in my last video where I custom colored this to be different color berries. And oh, someone else got Whimsy and Wonder. Yes, yes. And then, oh, upside down, Susan. the mint macaron trees with this side, which is really pretty. This one is next on my, I got my sights on that one for our next card. And then this one, which is the one we're using, the back side is this super pretty pattern of Misty Moonlight, which I just found out is the CEO of Stampin' Up, or excuse me, the founder of Stampin' Up, the CFO, Shelly Gardner. That's her favorite color right now. So, all right, all of that was leading me to the fact that we want to cut. Okay, did anybody see what Susan did with the paper? I had it in my hand and clearly I put it, oh yes, here it is. When I set the samples away, I set the paper I was going to cut away too. So we're going to cut a tag out of this piece of paper. Now, this is my fancy paper, so I don't want to waste any, right? I want to use every flippin' inch that I can. So you can see I cut this one very tight. This one is exactly 2 inches wide, which is exactly the width of my die. And the length on this, good question. I think it's 4. In fact, I'm sure it's 4 inches by 2. So that works really well with 12 by 12 paper. And I'm going to just put a little insurance because I have no wiggle room on this. This is exactly the width of my die. And I don't want anybody moving once I add that top plate. So I'm going to just slap a Post-it note on there. And to make sure that nobody goes scooting off one way or the other. All right. So we've got that cut. This is my waist. That's my waist. That's pretty good, right? I'm getting the maximum out of my paper. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. All right, so we've got our trees. Now, if this had slid a little bit, and if I had missed part of the edge, I would not worry about that because I'll show you why. I'm going to be layering it with our other tag, and that would be covered up. But now we're going to cut our tag again. We already cut it in the tag shape. We are now going to cut the peek through die out of it. And Santa was our winner tonight. So Santa and his reindeer, he only has 3 this evening in this die. You can decide which 3 they are because I'm not very good at Santa reindeer names. I have to admit, I would be hard pressed to come up with all of them if demanded. Other than Rudolph, yeah, it's a little fuzzy. Okay, so we've got that in place again. I really want this to be centered. And I want it to end up where I want it. So I'm going to put a little insurance down by putting on some Post-it note. You can also use, one of my team members told me she bought some Post-it tape, I think it was, and has been using that for her dies. I think she got that tip from Lisa Curcio. Did anybody move? Okay, I don't think so. So I use what I have, which I have Post-it notes, and even got Suestampfield Post-it notes, and I have a new logo, so I got to use them up because then I can get new ones with the new logo. All right, so we've got that cut. Let's see how I did. I was standing up so that hopefully I could get it right on. So I'm going to take off my die. I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to peel this off. I think we're done with this guy. Let's get our die cutting machine out of our way so that we can create here, do some card building. I have a die brush. Do I have a sponge? Oh, I do. Can you see my head? I'm reaching way across the thing here. So, all right. So we're rolling that out. Very easy to clean this out. Just one little roll. I just got this one that's sticking. Okay, so there we have Santa and his reindeer. Very cute. Don't worry, I'll show you the snowflakes in a minute here, but there's Santa and his reindeer. And we're going to put that over this piece that we cut. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cut it backwards. No, I did. That's okay. I don't think anyone will notice my trees are upside down. Maybe if I hadn't said anything, you guys wouldn't either. I'm going to do some strategic rhinestone placement so that, well, that's a good point. Jean says if the reindeer are perfectly lined up, there's actually 6. You just can't see the ones behind. Good point. So I'm going to do, so when you're cutting this, you do want to make sure that since Santa is directional and the trees are directional, that you're cutting them the same direction. Oops. Good thing I cut one earlier that was correct, but you know what? I'm bound and determined to see if I can hide that with some creative rhinestone placement. All right, so I've got my mini dimensionals here, and I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to add some mini dimensionals to the back because I love dimensionals. Minis are perfect for this. I'm going to put 2 at the top, put 1 right on the back of Santa's sleigh there. And I'll put 2 at this end. I think I'll add some in the middle. They just fit on the edge if you strategically put the flat edge. Come on, camera, focus there. Ooh, almost focusing. If you put the flat edge of the dimensional lined up with the flat edge of the thing. So you're learning from my mistakes, Jean. Yeah, don't do what I did. I'm guessing we've all been there, right? And this one I think is not insurmountable. We'll find out. All right, so we've got our reindeers popped up there, and I'm going to go with that these aren't Christmas trees because that wouldn't make sense if they're flying through the air, right? With the stars. So they're going to be just constellations on my card, or the Milky Way or something. I don't know. Okay. So I've got those peeled off. I'm going to stand up because these exactly match one another. So I do want to make sure I get them lined up. So that's just going to give us that nice shadow effect, which really does make a difference, I think, when you're doing a peek through like that. So we've got our reindeer. Let's bring in our card base here. Fold that. I think we're done with the die brush. I'm gonna shove things out of the way. All right, so these are our snowflakes that we embossed, and those are going to go right on our card, and we're going to add our reindeer. So only, it's a little over half of the piece is embossed with the snowflakes. I almost think, is the lighting better if I turn that light off, or not really? Not really. All right, we'll keep it on. It sometimes washes the card out, I think. So, oh my gosh, what drunken sailor scored this paper? Sorry, one moment. I got to fix it with the bone folder. There we go. All right, all better. So that's going to go on right here. We're going to add our tag to our card, and we're going to add some ribbon. I need your input here. So I've got a couple options. This is the twine that is part of a 3-pack. Comes with the, let's see, it's the Flowers for Everything, or Flowers for Every Season ribbon. So it comes with the gingham, and it comes with a really pretty flat white ribbon, which I keep using up. And then it also comes with this Misty Moonlight twine that has Misty Moonlight, white, and silver. So pretty much dead on the colors we're working with here. But we also have this pretty ribbon, which is the glittered organdy ribbon, 3/8 inches wide. So it's got that sparkle on it. Would love your input on which of those you think is best. Now, if you were going to add this tag to a card, it's going to be really cute on the back too. And if you didn't cut it upside down, it would be the right way. So that would be really fun to tie on a present because it's pretty on the back as well. So I'm going to bring in my words here. And I'm missing I had another Mary. It's floating around somewhere. Okay, so glitter twine. Okay. Oh, thanks, Joe. We do all make mistakes, right? And sometimes our mistakes, sometimes they come out to be the best cards. Sometimes not, but I've had it both ways. So I have 1 vote for glitter, 1 for twine. Oh, got another vote for the twine. All right, so let's see what that would look like here. Actually have a piece right here. This is the part I didn't do ahead of time. So so that's what the twine looks like. Yep, looks like the twine is the winner. And you know, it does kind of make sense because it does have everything in it that we're working with. So I agree. Let's go with some twine here. I'm not totally sure if I want to tie. Boy, I have a lot of twine here. Goodness. Cut a heck of a big piece. Now let's try it with a bow and see what we think here. Sometimes with twine, it's nice to have it just be trailing too, but I kind of like the bow. All right, let's grab some of my snips that I only use for ribbon. And let's make that a little bit smaller here. All right, so I'm going to cut off the tails a little bit more. Turn those down just a bit. All right, let's put our card together. And then I have two different sentiments here. We have merry and we have Christmas cheer throughout the year. So we're going to take a look and see which one we like better. The reason I hadn't stuck this down yet is because if we had chosen to go with the glitter ribbon, I was just going to wrap it around this piece. But the twine, I think, looks better probably knotted on there. So I'm stalling while I find a seal. Ah, here's a seal plus. Close enough. So those of you where it's raining, I think, was it British Columbia and New York? Those are like opposite ends of North America. Has it been raining all day? Let's see, I'm going to pop this right here. So I've got my snowflakes on the right and the blank space on the left. And that's where I'm going to be putting my tag closer to that end. And then we're going to add either the words merry right here, or we can add Christmas cheer throughout the year. I'm going to let you guys vote on that while I put this down. So add a little seal. Oh, it's just a crime to cover up this pretty paper on the back, but I'll get over it. All right. You do need rain in California really badly. Really, really badly. I wish we could send you some from there. Christmas cheer, cheer, cheer. Yeah, I agree with you. Christmas cheer is it's just really attractive. It's really a pretty font. And I think it needs to be popped up, though. Hope you all agree. Since our Santa and the reindeer are popped up. I love a monochromatic card. This one is Misty Moonlight in white. And then we have a little bit of silver there. And of course, if you've watched my videos before, you know I have a very hard time resisting ribbon and embellishments, and this card is no different. So I'm going to grab my good old basic rhinestone jewels, which I go through like you would not believe. Well, you probably would, because you probably do the same. This is where my strategic rhinestone placement is going to hide the fact that I have upside down trees. So I'm going to put one there. Put a medium one. You know, you really can't even tell when it's on here. Did you flip around or not? Nope. Oops. Don't want it behind the reindeer. Put it right there maybe. And then let's add a little teeny one right up here. All right, there we have our card with our bling. Of course, we just would add our inside sentiments. But let's see what it would look like if we had done, one moment. Susan needs to futz with her bow. This is pretty much how I go with bow making. I fiddle with it. And it needed to be just a little bit smaller. All right, so there we have our Santa and his reindeer. Isn't such pretty dies and so cute with the tags, right? But let's see what it would look like in the snowflakes. So I'm going to bring those in. Oh, there's my other Mary. We'll do the Mary on this one. How about? Let's make 2 cards tonight. So I've already got my snowflakes cut. I've added quite a few rhinestones to this one. I added a rhinestone in the center of every snowflake. And again, same paper. And with this one, what the heck? Let's use this ribbon because I've got it sitting here all tight and ready to be used. So let's slide that up a little bit. So it's right there. That's where we'll be putting it. Close enough. Let me just test it out here. Snowflakes there and the word Mary down here. Yeah, I think that works. All right. Let's go ahead and tack that down. I'm actually going to slide it down just a teensy bit. There we go. Teensy bit. A little more Seal Plus on the back. Again, exactly the same. Everything is exactly the same. Just it's snowflakes instead of Santa. Okay, sorry, there was something on my paper. I thought it was going to be permanent, but it was not. Just a little piece of lint. Probably a dog hair or something. Okay, so there we've got our snowflakes again. And let's put some seal on the back of this one. This one, the trees are right side up, but it doesn't matter because they're snowflakes. All right, so we've got our snowflakes in play there. 90 degrees in Southern California. Woo, that's warm. That is not 40 whatever we woke up to today. It got up to 61 here today, though. But I'm actually really glad that cool fall weather is here because I love the cool fall weather. Okay, we're going to pull off these pieces. And I'm actually going to put the Mary over here. Since my snowflakes are all hanging out on that side. And let's trim our ribbon a little bit. So for those of you that wanted the glitter ribbon and those of you that wanted the snowflakes, we did both of them. How about that? So there's our snowflake card. There is our Santa and the reindeer card. I think the ribbons could be interchangeable here. I think they would look nice on either card, in my opinion, anyway. And again, the greetings are from the, where'd it go? I'm so good at losing things. Does anyone else have that problem? Here it is. I put it on the floor. So the greetings are from the Time of Giving set. There's also the season's greetings that would work well on this card also. You know, it'd be fun to stamp a little bit of the snowflakes. You know what? I got to do that. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I'm not done, I guess. I could let you go and just do this afterwards, but I think these snowflakes totally belong on the inside of these cards. Does anyone agree with me? And since I stamped the greetings ahead of time, that was kind of cheating, wasn't it? So let's do a little snowflake action. These snowflakes would be really pretty on the envelope too. I'm just going to pop them right in this bottom corner here. So cute. And we'll do the same over here because we've got snowflakes embossed on both cards. So snowflakes work, right? We've got our snowflakes. I haven't decided on the inside message yet. I'll have to think about that. I could do the season's greetings. I don't know. I might use actually an inside greeting from another set. So there we have our cards. I'm going to flip the camera around. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here tonight on a quiet Saturday evening. Thanks so much for being here. I will post pictures of these on my business page, Susan Campfield, Independent Demonstrator Stampin' Up, and on my Suestampfield group as well. We'd love to have you join us in our group. We have a lot of fun chatting about what I Love a Lucy Day was on Friday. So we were celebrating that. So lots of fun things. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.